Hello, everyone. My name is Addison Herrera. Today I'm going to be talking about psychedelics, specifically LSD. Now, if you've never heard of LSD or lysergic acid diethylamine, it's a hallucinogenic compound that offers a profound alteration of reality. But my purpose for being here today is to emphasize the importance of practicing safety, should you ever decide to delve into the psychedelic realm. And I'm going to do this using my own personal experiences to substantiate the need for test kits, because over 100 people a year are dying from drug overdoses, and a large proportion of that is due to synthetic drugs being sold on the street, and acid is not safe from this. An analog of it, called 2,5,1-NBOME, is becoming commonly sold as a cheaper substitute for LSD, giving very similar effects, but being coupled with severe adverse effects such as psychosis, cardiac arrest, and even in some cases can lead to death. Now, I've had an up-close experience with 2,5,1-NBOME, otherwise known as N-bomb, and I can personally say this compound is not something to mess around with. Unfortunately, I made the error of accidentally taking it, and it was a traumatic experience that I will never forget for the rest of my life. While I'm not going to go into too much detail about the experience, I'll give a brief summary in order to display how severe the consequences can be if you make a mistake like this. It was a normal Sunday, and me and a buddy of mine decided that we wanted to do LSD today. So we hit up the dealer, and within an hour, we had a bunch of tabs. At first, everything was fine and nothing seemed out of the ordinary, but about an hour and a half after taking it, things started to get really weird. All of a sudden, my reality went from just being altered to completely transformed into something horrific. I went into a full state of psychosis and blacked out, totally losing all control of bodily and mental functions. It was as if the world was ending and an apocalypse was waiting for me outside of the house. And my buddy, in the midst of all that, was on a full-on seizure. Basically, to sum up that whole thing, it was not a very pleasurable experience. But while the tidbit I just shared may seem terrifying enough to fully deter you away from psychedelics forever, don't let it. There's a multiple of studies done that show benefits from taking LSD, as well as even having applications in the psychiatric field. And from my own experience, I can also say I truly think LSD has altered my perception of reality for the better and has improved my outlook on life. It's just imperative that the correct safety measures are carried out. There's three universal rules when it comes to experimenting with psychedelics, and that's be with someone sober that you trust, be in a safe environment, and the most important one of all is that you must use a test kit to ensure you're not using a synthetic compound. LSD has the potential to wildly enhance your life as long as you follow the three guidelines. But if you don't, and you decide to take the risk, you're putting your life and livelihood on the line. Stay safe, everybody.